Alright, so Larva with the 3-game win streak right here. Let's see how it does against GuemChi or GuemChi. And spawning here at the bottom right as a red Protoss trying to save it for the Protosses and Terrans. It's GuemChi. And spawning here at the bottom left on a 3-game win streak, surprisingly, is the yellow Zerg, Larva. Thankfully, the past couple of weeks we haven't seen Fighting Spirit too much. That was the week before we saw like maybe 3 or 4 games on Fighting Spirit, which is really annoying. It's always a relief to see maps besides Fighting Spirit we're playing here. But Fighting Spirit is a map where strategies in this map have been so refined that you're going to see the same thing over and over and over. I know GuemChi really likes to do timing attacks on this map. I think it was him against... Actually no, I think it was Shuttle. Shuttle against By Hero. By Hero tried to just power off 3 gases and didn't really do well. And actually, GuemChi's going to go for an early gateway here. A very common build by Protoss players against Zergs. Trying to punish early hatchery play, early greedy play, but looks like overpull here from Larva, so no big deal for him to try and defend this. And you know how GuemChi sent out his probe there at the 3 o'clock expansion. It's just to make sure that he knows how scouting patterns work on this map, and around that time the Overlord does come to that base. So if he just scouts there, he'll be able to see what's going on. And actually we see drone scout here from Larva. That's really surprising. And this probe and drone's gonna meet up with each other, and they're just attacking each other right now. It's not really going to amount to much. He's going to just scout the middle for the proxy, because obviously he thinks that if he picks Fighting Spirit, he's probably going to go for a proxy. And scouts there, doesn't really see any proxy, and the game continues as... Actually, we see Larva pulling... Okay, he pulled Larva there because he wanted to make sure what GuemChi was doing. And he sees the gateway here, so no doubt he's going to be adding maybe 4 more Zerglings to try and defend this Zealot. As we see a gateway being built from... Oh, not gateway. A Nexus being built from GuemChi. So it looks like GuemChi's not going to go very aggressive with this. He's just going to expand behind this. And a nice probe snipe there from Larva. The probe does quite a bit of damage with this initial Zealot. And as I said before, he pulled enough Larva to determine how much damage these Zerglings going to do. But now with another Zealot out, he'll probably have to start building more Zerglings to defend from this. Oh, nice snipe there with that Zealot. And more Zerglings actually swarming in, but 3 Zealots. Okay, this Zealot's going to die as well, but it took out a nice amount of Zerglings. And more Zealots actually being pumped out from GuemChi, but we'll see how much damage this Zealot can do here at the extension Larva. It doesn't actually get that. Doesn't get that Zealot, that Zergling. And hopefully this Zealot gives GuemChi enough time to get that cannon up. Oh, okay, he's moving his Zealot forward as well. The safe option would be to just keep that Zealot there, wall off. Because we saw what happened on the game on match point. The Speedling all-in did kind of wreck movie. But these Zealots are being quite a nuisance for Larva actually. I think a really nice move would be to block that expansion with 2 Zealots, and then hit it with the 3rd Zealot. But looks like this Zealot's going to get away. He's going to actually buy enough time for this 2nd Zealot to come up. Oh, okay. It's going to get a position. No, it's going to position itself where 1 Zergling can only hit it. So the more the more zealots that GuemChi sends, the more zerglings it forces out of Larva, which also means the less amount of Larva can be invested into drones, which is a nice win for GuemChi. But actually, Larva's gonna go for speed on his Hydralisk. GuemChi's not careful, is gonna die. I think this zealot will. Actually, no, it's gonna see that there's drones being built at this base, which is unfortunate for GuemChi. The zealot's just being quite annoying for Larva here, and I'm actually curious to see what the tech of choice is for GuemChi. Okay, Stargate. +1 air weapons, that's definitely what he doesn't need right now. And I want to see how many cannons he has at his choke point. Okay, he's getting +1 weapons. He's got 2 cannons, which is enough for now. But this Corsair is going to see the Hydralisk then, and it's going to trigger panic signs in GuemChi's head. I think once he sees the lack of drone and gas as well at that expansion, he needs to add cannons. Okay, yeah, you see here Larva's actually moving out now. He knows this is, yep, and smartly enough he adds another cannon. And actually Larva's getting range as well, so it looks like he's going to dedicate a lot to this Hydralisk bus. And these Hydralisks trying to chase away that. Ooh, this Corsair just being wasted. I think he's actually trying to bide enough time here. As we see the all-in here from Larva, it's actually not attacking the correct units, it's attacking the zealots. Cannons as well, and these actually probes actually go around. They're going to surround these Hydralisks, and these Hydralisks have nowhere to escape to. The second cannon is up. It is very low, but it's still up. And if this weapons upgrade, if that finishes, zealots come out with the speed, with the +1. It's going to do some damage for GuemChi, as there's only 1 cannon up here. It's going to be really hard for GuemChi to defend this. This cannon's going to go. Oh, the cannon actually doesn't go down. Okay, the cannon does go down, but there's only 4 Hydralisks here. But there's so many cannons coming up here for GuemChi. The range is up though for Larva, so he's going to be able to pick away these buildings. I think he really needs to pick away this forge. The +1 is massive in the context of this game. But I don't think Larva's paying enough attention. He can probably add a couple of more zealots this attack. Not zealots, a couple of Hydralisks to attack that forge. But it looks like that +1's going to go up, and there's going to be cannons coming up here. And okay, it looks like it's going to drone up now, forcing enough cannons. And the +1 air weapon actually finishes for GuemChi, so okay, so he gets the forge for the extra cannons if he needs to. He also adds the Temple Archives because he's got so much of a gas surplus, so he can add those high template to his army. And now it looks like Larva is going to transition to droning up and trying to go for a straight up game. To be honest though, I don't think look, there's a lot of cannons there for GuemChi, so might bite him in the butt when it gets later onto this game. And there's actually these Corsairs still up. It has +1 air weapons as well, which is I thought he'd actually cancel that to try and get more minerals out to help defend, but it seems like he's happy with having that for later on in the game. The only problem for Larva though is that he doesn't really have any Spire to take out the Corsair, and looks like we're going to see a Hanbang here from GuemChi. Okay, there goes the Spire for Larva. And ooh, this Corsair nearly got sniped off. It's unfortunate. And what I actually would have liked to see is a Dark Templar actually. but in this case, no Dark Templar. It looks like there's going to be a lot of gateways. You also got to remember that the +1 did hit for GuemChi, so these zealots will do a lot of extra damage, especially considering that Evolution Chamber was not built for Larva until right now, and now he's only getting a +1 ground attack, so ranged attack for ground units rather. So I'm curious how this goes. There's a few zealots out here. You don't want to get your zealot knives. Okay, he was just using it as bait to try and get hit off on those Hydralisks. As the spy is nearly up, and actually Larva's banking a lot of his own Larva into doing a Mutalisk transition, so I think the more time that GuemChi is given here, the more time Larva gets given here, the more that Larva's going to be able to defend this with the Mutalisk. Because you have to remember as well that a lot of the Corsair production has been stopped by GuemChi to try and get these gateway units out. So see here, push from GuemChi. But where's the Templar? These Templar are going to get sniped. I think you should get an Archon, because these aren't enough Hydralisks that's going to be able to defend. It's going to rely so much on these Templar. Where's the storm? There's the first storm. No, there's no second storm as well. Pretty sure he has to morph Archons back at home. Really nice move there from Larva. Oh, he's a Dark Templar here as well. Oh, Dark Archon. Okay, I was looking to Maelstrom those Mutalisks. So we're going to see a double storm, or double strom. I don't know how you want to call it. In Korea, they call it double storm because of Maelstrom and Sonic Storm. So we're going to see that here from GuemChi. Instead of going for the Archons. Or if he gets a really good Maelstrom. Okay, he doesn't have enough energy for Maelstrom though. I was gonna say, if he got a Maelstrom here above those cannons, it'll be sick. Oh, this Dark Templars, Dark Archons had an unfortunate place. And without the Corsairs to help defend this, the mining here, the expansion is going to be delayed for quite a bit. Oh, another Templar is going to get sniped here. Actually, gets the storm off. While this Mutalisk harassment's annoying the hell out of GuemChi, you see how many hatcheries that Larva has? It's ridiculous. He can basically replenish whatever he wants. So many drones just being rebuilt here. And we're taking that 4th base completely unharassed. It's looking really good here for GuemChi. For Larva, sorry. And, there's a lot of Hydralisks. And in this situation, you do not want to be behind on supply, which is quite unfortunate for GuemChi. So, looks like GuemChi is going to go for one massive attack here. If he gets a good Maelstrom off on those Mutalisks, then maybe he can win. Else, this is going to be Larva's game, and he's going to take out the fourth win. So we see here the push being assembled. A lot of Dragoons, a couple of High Templar, and that most importantly Dark. Oh, these Lurkers though. If he gets his Lurkers out and he gets to snipe the Observer, this push is just going to end just like that. There's this army is just moving across the map here. Looks like GuemChi doesn't really know what he wants to do. Maybe he's just trying to position, trying to take a 3rd base there at the 3 o'clock. But Larva just has so many units. Honestly, I think Larva can just do a massive surround. You have to remember, Fighting Spirit's middle is very open. So it's going to be able to do a lot of damage if he decides to do that. And this mule is just going to force GuemChi back even more. And Larva, you have to also consider that he has so many hatcheries that he built in that mid game. Oh, so many units here from Larva. And here comes Lurkers. And it's going to be really hard for GuemChi here. He only has these 2 High Templar. What he's going to do with these High Templar? Is he going to storm these Mulis? Or is he going to use that storm on Lurkers? It's just a very bad dilemma here. Actually, see here, Larva's going for a massive surround. Look at all these units on the mini-map just swarming all over the map. Nice storms there on those Lurkers. Actually gets those Lurkers. Oh, massive storms there, actually. Wow, those storms actually did a lot of damage. Oh, these units are just flooding in here from Larva, though. Oh, another storm here on those Hydralisks. Dark Icon actually doing a really nice job with those Maelstroms, but it might be just too little. You have to remember, Larva's working off these 4 bases, fully saturated. He's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hatcheries pumping out Larva. Yeah, I think it was a really nice effort here from GuemChi, but Larva is just able to pump out so many more units than his opponent. And soon enough, GuemChi is going to be mined out from his main base. It's going to be mined out from his expansion. And it's going to be really difficult for him to take his 3rd base. I think we're going to see GG here from GuemChi in the next 5 minutes or so. So see here, a group of Zealots, not a group of Archons, but 1 Archon. I think he's looking to snipe this top left base, but Larva's privy to this. It's going to snipe, it's going to intercept this army. And Larva's going to once again transition in Mulis. Without the threat of Corsairs on the map, you can easily get these Mulis and do a lot of damage with them. And let's see if he tries to block this ramp with those, Lurker eggs. So, not going to be able to move up onto this ramp. And that army of GuemChi that tried to take out the 4th base gets completely evaporated by Larva's superior ground force. And these Mulis just flying all over the map. There's no threat of Corsairs to deal with them. Trying to take this 3rd base here, but look at the supply difference. We've got 80 supply for the Protoss compared to the 139 of Larva. Oh, it's taking that 5th base as well. High Templar and Dark Templar drop. Trying to get GuemChi back to this game, but it might just not be enough here. We've got so many hatcheries with producing Larva that he can just easily rejoin if he loses those workers. And we have all these Hydralisks just shooting away. Here's a storm drop. 6 kills. Cool. It's not really going to amount to much. I mean, look at supply disparity. It's ridiculous right now. And what you see here. Actually, Dark Templar is actually doing a bit of damage. It's got +3 on it. But, actually, Larva's being really sloppy right now. He's actually moving his army back to try and deal with this Dark Templar. But at least he denied the 3rd base. So, and you can see here on the minimap he's running very thin at his main base. And looks like once again, looks like it's going to go for another Hanbang. And we've got the Shuttle. It only has 1 High Templar? I don't know. So he needs some money storms here if he is to defend from this flood. And I swear this is deja vu again, coming in from the same angles. These High Templar are doing a lot of storms here. But he's just getting pushed back to the bridge. This might be the best choice for him because he's got less surface area to deal with. All these storms doing so much damage. GuemChi trying to defend for his life. He's trying to defend for his Protoss team. There's just too many Hydralisks here from Larva. Larva just overwhelming him with so many Hydralisks. And GG. 4 wins for Larva. He is on a tear. And